So grief shatters our assumptive reality. It's a meaning-making process of creating a new story. Our sense of self in the world is experiencing key relationships, and the perceived loss of that in a primary relationship will rock our sense of self in the world, just to sum up what I've said. This is where we have to meet our couples. After the safety and stabilization is in place, now we build something new. So a few other concepts in grief work. We've got this concept of the event story and the concept of the backstory. Y'all heard of these? So the event story, finding meaning and purpose, or at the very least, an adaptive sense of acceptance about what happened. Okay, it's about the event, what happened. Now, while you're answering that question about what happened, you're also working on the backstory, which is reconstructing a continued bond with the lost relationship. And here's what I want to say. It's not just with people. It could be a lost relationship to extended family. It could be a lost relationship to that lake house where we had so many family memories. It could be a lost relationship to a faith community. It could be a lost relationship to where we used to always go for our anniversary dinner. Lots of lost relationships. So what we're going to do now is at your tables, I want you to think of other questions that might be asked about the event story, questions that would come up around what happened. The one who did the betraying for the backstory, one question he or she might ask is, will you ever love me again? Could you ever possibly love me again? Here are a few that I came up with. So for the event story, how did this happen? Why did this happen? How did I not know this was happening? What does this say about me? What does this say about God? Why would God let this happen? Those are a few of the kind of questions that come up around the event story. Around the backstory, things like, how am I to understand my wedding? What happened there? What do I do with the family lake house? That was a real client. That's why I've mentioned that a couple times. Who are you? How could you do this to me? What kind of person does this? Will you ever forgive me? Do you still love me now that you know? These sorts of questions. These are like two parallel tracks that are happening with the couple, and we're sort of moving. As you move through one, you cannot help but move through another, because as I put together the story about what happened, I'm reframing my understanding of you.